Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Tuesday, October 5th, 6:26 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. It's a cool day. Bitcoin's making some moves. That's nice to see. SHIB, DOGE, THETA ALGO looking promising. Well, actually, some of those are just pumping like crazy. BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there as always. As we know, Shiba jumped 30%. Well, a lot more than that now after Elon Musk sent something. I'm not sure what he did. Let me know in the comments if you do. Looking at the last hour, it's a mix of green and red in the market. As we begin to level off a little bit from this early morning pump like crazy that we had. As you may know, Bitcoin's been flirting with getting above 50K. It has. It's back and forth. It's a psychological barrier, I think. And Ethereum's kind of at 1.2 at 3,500. So there you go. Looking at the market against Bitcoin, a mix of green and red. Definitely, we're beginning to show a little bit of topping off. Looking at the trading volume for just spot on Binance last 24 hours, 28 billion, up 20% last 24 hours. That's pretty good. We want to get above 30 billion before we have a really good day. Derivatives, basically futures, 70 billion. That's where we want to be, at least 70 billion. So that's good, up 20% last 24 hours. I like seeing that. Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, we are at 5 billion. That's nice. 2.7 billion of that on Binance, almost a billion of that on Coinbase. So volume is increasing, but still with the price action that we're seeing, I think this is definitely whale influenced. Looking at longs versus shorts, getting wrecked. Last night, or I should say this morning, around 2 a.m., 11 million in shorts got wrecked and about 2 millions in longs. Well, shorters, that's what you get. Try to be better people and be a part of the world and make something good happen instead of just being narcissistic, negative, gangster, wannabe assholes. With that said, Bitcoin versus USDT, 45-minute chart. As you can see, we're pushing. We broke 50K. We also got above the RSI cave. And now we're doing a little bit of sideways action. This chart looks good. We're just cooling off. We're sideways. 50K is a psychological level. I would not expect it just to punch through it really quickly. It's a glass ceiling. Basically, the consciousness of humanity has to rise a little bit to this occasion, and so will Bitcoin. So if you want to know what you can do to make Bitcoin break 50K, meditate. All right. Ethereum versus USDT 45-minute chart. It's working on breaking a glass ceiling also. It's trying to break that 3,500 today. I think it will very well might. And also, if we look at ETH versus BTC, just because I love ETH BTC swing trades. How's that looking? No, we're not quite ready yet. So no ETH BTC swing trade yet. Looking at Shiba Inu, as we all know, Elon Musk, whatever he said, the market certainly did respond to it very positively. It's pushing again today. It broke yesterday's high. We're above the 200 moving average. Everything looks great. I'm just noting right here that it's a 45-minute short time frame. Whenever you get above the stochastic RSI, you're probably going to make a turnaround and go down a little bit. So as you can see, the price action does reflect those circles below. So if you're wanting to get into Shiba Inu, I don't tend to get into things that are this extended. I'd either already be in it or I'm not in it. But definitely, we're going to see a bit of a cool-off dip here, most likely, especially since we're kind of getting far from the moving 8. If I was going to get in, I would get in after it turns back around, when the stochastic RSI turns back up. But in general, this thing is pretty extremely pumped. I mean, when you get in these into these kind of moon moments, TA starts to mean a little bit less, but I think if nothing else, if you really want to get in, we might see a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a retrace as we move up. Just kind of like this one right here. We moved up, retrace. We might see a move up, a retrace, move up. That's what the chart's looking like to me right now. Looking at the 4-hour chart for Shiba Inu. It's powerful. It's really powerful. It's looking good. Anyway, keep after it. It's looking really good. All right. So with that said, let's keep on going. So I noticed yesterday is that when Shiba Inu retraced a little bit, that's when Doge had a chance to run, and it certainly did. Looking at Doge in the 15-minute chart, and it's a very short time frame, we're kind of getting to the middle of that RSI cave. Indicators are beginning to turn up. It's looking okay. I'm really watching to get above the 24-cent level. I think 24 cents is where we've had previous resistance. Now we need to make that support. It's flirting with it. It's challenging it. It's trying to do it. In the 15-minute chart, we're above the 200 moving average. We certainly are. On the 45-minute chart, we're above the 200 moving average. 45-minute chart looks good. It's all about finding support above that. If we go back like this, you'll see it. We had this has been support in the past, this level. It's also kind of been resistance. Well, I say support, resistance, but right now, regardless, it is resistance. So we're breaking above it. It's all about finding support above 24 cents, and then I think Doge will be free to run if it so chooses. With that said, also, right where we're at right now, the 45-cent mark, around there approximately. That's for the 200 moving averages on the 4-hour chart. And let's look, we are making a balance off of that. The indicators in general look good. Stochastic RSI is a little bit of a downer. It says nope, we gotta chill a little bit before we keep moving. But anyway, Doge definitely back in the game. All indicators are looking pretty darn good. Definitely can run. What I definitely would say, watch for Shiba Inu to retrace today. When it does, that's when you'll probably see Doge get crazy again. Nice to see him in the market. Both extended a little bit. If I had to get in one or the other, like you must get into one or the other. Right now, I'd get into Doge. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but I think Doge is gonna run. Algo versus USDT 4-hour chart. I like this because on the 4-hour chart, it made this beautiful break above and retest of the 200 moving average. It's moving up. It's in this nice channel. It's looking good. Stochastic RSI. No, I'm sorry, it's the wrong one. Directional index is green, looking good. ADX is catching up. KRI is looking good. Stochastic RSI shows maybe it's time to turn back up and start making some money again. That's right. Although here in the 4-hour chart, wave pin oscillator by Lazy Bear is showing nope, you're going to go sideways. Anyway, with that said, looking at this here, look at a 45-minute chart. It's kind of exciting. I got into Algo right here when it looked like it was going to challenge this mid-range, and the indicators were looking in general. Wait, where did I get in? Somewhere back here, I forget. Anyway, it hasn't exactly gone the way I would like it to, but it's going pretty good. So Algo versus USDT on the 45-minute chart. It's working within this upwards channel. It's challenging this mid-range. We're in the middle of the RSI cave right now. Indicators are showing, well, a bit of sideways. Anyway, not exactly the most exciting chart ever, but I think it will continue this uptrend. And for me personally, maybe not a bad buy. All depends on one's time frame. Looks good on the 45. Looks good on the 4-hour chart. Let's see if this guy continues up. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, of course, but well, that's what I'm doing. I'm in Algo. I like it. A little bit of a PSA. AG Garland weaponizes DOJ against dissenting parents after school board association. Please. Anyway, teachers being the lowest form of life on the planet. Well, not all of them, but unfortunately, I'm going to say most. Parents don't like what they're doing to their kids. I'm like, well, why are you sending your kid to public school then? Well, anyway, with that said, this is some dark, evil shit going on. And sometimes we all feel kind of helpless. Like, what do we do? What do we do? Well, guess what? There's an answer. Buy Bitcoin, buy SHIB, buy Doge. Doge and SHIB, definitely a beautiful, lighthearted belief in humanity. Bitcoin, the ultimate act of peaceful revolution possible. How do you fight the evil? So many people are very upset that I know they want to do something. They see that kind of on a certain level of dark times we're in. The globalists are definitely making their moves on many, many, many great reset kind of ways and such like that. Well, what can you do? You can know that for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own and lighthearted, joyful money of the people, SHIB and Doge, even if they're not perfect, every Satoshi you own makes a piece of shit banker, evil globalist, dark, great reset loving, jab everybody in the friggin' brain with their bullshit, lethal crap. It makes them cry. It upsets them. It hurts their feelings, So definitely, I want to make the world a better place. Not financial advice. I'm not even a life coach. Just saying, Bitcoin, every Satoshi you own makes a piece of shit banker cry. Make them cry. See you tomorrow.